Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about the weirdest drama in old school RuneScape I've seen in a long time that involves Onlyfans, Twitter, and the game we all love, RuneScape. Now, actually, I made a similar video on this in the past about how Onlyfans is taking over old school RuneScape, and the title pretty much speaks for itself. There is an epidemic of hot chicks who are using RuneScape players to make money off, and it's getting out of control to say the least. I know, I sounded like a boomer. So the first thing when you sign up with Twitter is that it recommends you hobbies that interest you personally. And no, OnlyFans wasn't my first choice. In fact, old school RuneScape was. The adult part came with the package. And I'm not gonna lie, that made me happy. Not only can I enjoy news about my favorite game now, I can also now enjoy looking at the woman I know I have no chance with. That's a win-win. Until I saw this tweet. Having a difficult time with the fact that my entire social media gets bullied obsessively over having an opposing opinion just because I chose to stream RuneScape on Twitch. No wonder new streamers are terrified of how toxic the community is. I am sorry. And then she adds, on top of that, you can still be hot without exploiting your entire naked body to the internet, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, never apologize for your opinions. Everybody has them. Now, granted, some opinions are better than others, and secondly, the context of that tweet was that it's much harder to succeed in the landscape of old school RuneScape content creator as a female if you don't expose your body to the internet and instead try to live out purely on your content. At least that's my understanding of it. Now, this is a great way to piss off everyone, because not only are you upsetting people who do use OnlyFans for living, you're also making mad all the Cheeto eating guys who consume that market. It's like hitting two flies with one punch, but turns out those two flies instead are big, massive, angry grizzly bears, and now you're dead. I don't know. I don't have a good metaphor for this. My point is, people did not take that tweet lightly and were upset, to say the least. There isn't a worse community to upset than old school RuneScape players. I'm telling you this right. I mean, we are experts at being mad at everything. We were molded by anger, starting from the old PKing days, from Jagex messing up, to the polling system now, which is widely considered as one of the best and worst updates of all time. You better clench your butt when you say something like this and prepare for the shitstorm, because it's coming and it's definitely an avalanche. You can live your life without worrying what others are doing, ladies and gentlemen. Support women doing whatever they want with their bodies, including crime. Okay, maybe not the last part, but I get you. I feel like the amount of women posting explicit content is actually normalizing women's sexuality. There's been a gradual boobification, I love that word, of my social feed, and my reaction quickly gone from, oh my god, a boobie, to, oh, it's Patricia again, looking perky sweetie, well done. Sorry. I got carried away. Oh god, okay. I don't think we should be judgmental with what methods people use to make money. Whatever it is, it's a cold world. If you're comfortable with said methods, then get that bread by any means necessary. And there were many more. I mean, I can keep reading these responses all day, but the video would be like 2 hours long. There was also the opposite side of the coin. Sad to see RS Twitter has turned into a breeding ground for the mid OnlyFans advertisements in the past few years. I thought most RS players could spot a scam from a mile away, apparently not. Weird overaction from the community on this one. I don't fully know the context from your POV, but it seemed like there was no ill intent behind the original tweet. Could see how it could get read in the wrong way though. There was also one comment I don't agree with, which was, you can still be hot without exploiting your entire DOP personal best to the internet, ladies and gentlemen, which I hard disagree with. I only look at people who are expert raiders, nothing else. Don't you dare come at me if your BB is under 25 minutes. So all of that combined made her delete the original tweet, which, you know, I get it. Getting criticized is something that will happen if you put yourself out there. Every creator gets criticized heavily depending on how controversial the takes are. I've been in the same situation. It's not really fun to get death threats and constant angry messages for your opinions, no matter how right or wrong they are. It feels bad. So she deletes the tweet and that's it, right? right? Wrong. This is just the beginning. And this might have just been the best avalanche I have ever seen in my life. To combat against all of that what was said, the girls of old school RuneScape started posting news with the quotation mark exploiting my body for the internet or on the internet. And it wasn't just the one or like two or three. I mean, there was dozens of pictures on the internet, and I wish I could show you all of this good stuff, but unfortunately YouTube is my living now and I don't want to get demonetized. But I will say this, if there was ever a time to make a Twitter account, this is it. This is it. Yeah, go for it, champ. I believe in you. Also, follow me while you're at it. Twitter.com/KriibusRS. I post memes and very hot takes to agree with the majority of the public not to get a backlash. Both equally important. Now, this is like a warfare we have never seen before. Not once in the history of mankind have humans won the war with titties. Until now. I feel like women of old school RuneScape found the best way to protest against that initial tweet, which was to show more nudes. And I'm like, bro, we need to do this more often. I mean, we're missing out on valuable nudity per square miles here. As I'm saying this, don't worry, I've already done my duty as a foot soldier. I made a tweet on how posing nude on the internet is bad, and soon there's gonna be more and more hot girls clapping their cheeks and revealing those milkers. I'll be the sacrificial body for you guys. Okay. All jokes aside, I will end with this. I get her parts. Old school RuneScape content creator scene is so competitive, especially in the last 2 years. I mean, look at this. This is what we're all competing against. And this is just the last year numbers. This has easily doubled this year, which is actually good in the grand scheme of things. The creator scene, in my humble opinion, has never been more alive than it currently is. It helps keep the game alive, which brings in more audience, which is profitable for everyone. You as a viewer get more awesome content, and we make more money. And it doesn't matter if you do it for Onlyfans, if you do it for Twitch, YouTube, whatever site you're using. Okay, and I get it. When you're trying to put out something genuine and you feel like someone else is cheating to get to the top, it feels bad, right? I don't want to show my boobs, but I still feel like I can put out good content. It's just human emotion. But on the other hand, you have to know your audience. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to understand what your audience is like. Look at this. Let me show you the demographic for my YouTube channel. 97% of the people that watch my videos are males. By the way, shout out to the 2.7% of the females. Please never leave me. I have nothing else going on in my life. And this goes for all old school RuneScape content. It's males between 18 and 35. That's what you're aiming at here. And guess what? They are freaking horny and they want to see hot single females in lacy underwear. And guess what? Even better if those chicks play the exact same video game you play for 16 hours a day. Of course they're gonna do better because they understand who this is for. They know who they're selling this to and they probably make thousands of dollars off it every month. Which, you know, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I made an OnlyFans and it has 0 people in it because guess what? When you put in your description, call me Daddy Kriibus, nobody wants to buy that shit. Instead, I scare away kids on the street with this kind of mustache I have going on here. My point is, don't get too caught up on what others are doing. Focus on yourself. What can I do to be better? What do I need to work on to improve myself? Because there are creators out there who show absolutely 0 skin and still are very, very successful. If you look at the top 10 most watched female streamers on Twitch last year, only I think like 1 of them has OnlyFans. Other 9 carry their content through their personality. It's just about how you approach those things. I don't want to do OnlyFans. Good, that's fine. And let's call it a day there. And it's also fine if you do it. There's no difference at the end of the day. I will say this though. Through thousands of hours of research by being born on the area of the internet, I can safely say that everyone's gonna forget about this in a week and we'll move on to other topics that actually make no difference in our lives, but everybody feels they need to chime in, including me. So I'll see you with the next video tomorrow and don't forget to subscribe because even though I can't offer you the same thing this hot old school RuneScape woman can, I can at least offer you good RuneScape content. Sometimes. I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. 07. Don't cancel me, please.